Night in the goal. It looks like we got Andrea Rose getting set to come in here. So, Andrea, we'll get you all wired up for sound here, and we'll let Cal take a little bit of a break here. So, hey, welcome aboard, Andrea.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, it's great seeing you again. We, in a past life, Andrea and I worked together, so we work together, not against each other, right? At least
right.
most of the time. But Andrea is, why don't you tell the folks your title here so I don't screw it up?
Sure. So I am President of Business Operations for Muskegon Risers and the Muskegon Lumberjacks, playing in the same rink.
Now, the Muskegon Risers portion of that, or piece of that, just kicked off this year, right? Is that how that worked?
That is correct, yes.
So all of a sudden they said, hey, Andrea, you do such a great job with the Lumberjacks. How would you like to help us out with the Risers, huh?
Yeah, we're grateful for Matt Schmidt. He's really built something special over the course of the last 10 years and kind of recognized that he maybe needs a little bit more help to bring it to the next level. And so we met. It was just a couple months before the season, so still feel like we're getting our feet wet, but came to us and said, hey, we want to do this, and we have nothing but respect for him, and so we were excited to do it. Yeah.
And when you talk about that, you're give us kind of I know you're helping out. You're doing the ticket situation, right?
Yeah. So we purchased the ability to market and sell the team. Okay. So what happened was we, for a set figure, gave that over to Matt so that he can run the soccer operations, and then we're taking over the ticket sales and the marketing. So you'll see that there's billboards now that the Muskegon Risers haven't done. We are on radio, which is something that I think they've dabbled with, but not really, anything too much. And then, of course, keeping it real the way that he did. Obviously, social media marketing and making sure that we're reaching the fans. But new this season, we introduced a youth jersey promotion. So kids that wear their youth jerseys to the arena can get in for just $7.
All right.
So Matt's done a really great job with building something that's, really community oriented, and, that's the whole concept of what the Muskegon Risers are. But we're just trying to bring that in and, welcome the youth, because it's such a growing and popular sport.
And I tell you, it's no small feat. And a bit of a trick here to share an arena, a hockey team and a soccer team, because you have to do a fair amount of maintenance to get the soccer field on here over the ice and all that type of stuff. So there's got to be the cooperation and collaboration of, okay, when do we have home games? When are we at? How can we mesh this in between two leagues and two sports? And that's a work of art in and of itself, isn't it?
It is. A lot goes into it. And we're actually, Trinity Health Arena is a city-owned building, and so that comes with its fair share of advantages, but challenges as well. And so we're lucky to have a really great lease for the Lumberjacks, which allows us to be able to have priority in scheduling. And now, with the recent changes and the ability to add the Risers dates to that, it's just going to help them even more. So Matt's always been really good about working in conjunction with us. It really is just like making it a formal relationship between the Lumberjacks and the Risers, because we've always worked really well together. But as you said, with the changeover from the ice to the turf, it's like 60 people. Yeah. He
said if you catch the website of the Risers, they actually do like the fast forward type of thing.
Yeah.
It's really amazing how that all kind of comes together. Now, you with the Lumberjacks have had kind of a challenging situation too, an ownership change right during the season, and the coach, the assistant coach, I think, has been elevated now to the head coach. So there were some changes there. So that's as if you don't have enough on your plate, you had to kind of deal with that situation, huh?
It was a great change. It was a welcome addition. We had, Peter Herms is the new owner. He came in, is in New Jersey, played with the IHL Lumberjacks. Only 5 games, but he did have 2 penalty minutes, so he did make his mark.
He did get in the book, right?
He did, he's there. Won a Turner Cup championship, and, he owns a construction company, decided he wanted to, reinvest back into the game, much like the Risers are choosing to do with the soccer community.
Right.
So Peter in the hockey world looked for that blue chip franchise, and he looked to Muskegon and loved the lease and loved what we were doing, and came in and immediately made a huge investment. And I just signed a 10-year contract and gave the entire business office staff some raises, and So I felt pretty grateful that he recognized the people that were working their butts off and needed that.
Yeah.
So it's often overlooked. You know, sports
Right.
is one of those industries where you are expected to work a lot and maybe not get paid so much.
Yeah, because it's fun, right?
Yeah.
That's what they. Hey, you get free tickets, right?
Yeah. So really grateful that he came in, kind of changed the culture, and it's really more about the development of the players and development of the staff and, you know, of people, you know,
Yeah.
just making people the best person that they can be. So super grateful, and, you know, that resonates right into the Risers as well.
Now, how long you been with the Jacks? And I know this is
Sure.
you've been here forever. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't mean that forever, but you know, you've been here. How many years has this been for you?
I have my current tenure is 5 years.
5 years.
But
You've seen a lot in 5 years, haven't you?
I have. Lots has happened. But I worked here the first year that they were in the USHL, so
Right.
that was approximately 12 years ago,
Yeah.
13 maybe.
Yeah.
So a lot has changed. It's a really cool franchise, and you know, the arena has undergone so many changes that just make it
man.
such an awesome place to come and enjoy whatever sport it is, whatever event it is that you want to come
Right.
to. Like, I mean, where else can you So I'm a hockey mom.
Right.
I'm a soccer mom too, but I'm a hockey mom. Where else can you come to an arena and sit there and not freeze, and you can have a drink in your hand? Like, it's just, it's
not
amazing.
too bad.
Yeah.
No, I was telling Cal, I said back in the day, this arena was built in 1960, and originally for the IHL for hockey, and it seated like 5,000 and some back then. So there's been a couple of incarnations of this arena where they've kind of remodeled things and done it. This remodel is fantastic. You got Rad Dad's as a corner restaurant over here, then at Carlisle's, the newest addition, the new Kids on the Block, and then the concession stands. And I remember from being a kid here watching the hockey games when they had more seats here. I mean, you'd be at a concession stand and all of a sudden you just hear the crowd go nuts and say, oh man, what happened? I missed it. But here, you're at the concession stand, you hear commotion going on, just turn around and you see it. There's not a bad seat in the house, is there?
No, there's really not. There are a couple that have obstructed view, but we clearly mark those for you. So you know what you're getting when you look at those.
Sure.
And that was kind of the design. It was bringing the vendors back onto the inside of the concourse so that you are always, it's really more about the social feel. Like, you're coming here for the experience, and oh, by the way, there's a soccer game, or oh, by the way, there's a hockey game. I mean, that's truly the look and the feel, and you're seeing arenas similar to this nationwide go to this model.
Yeah.
You know, we've got 6 suites that for the Lumberjacks are completely sold out for the season by businesses. Risers have 2 left to sell. One of them is rented on a nightly basis. So lots of really cool opportunities. It's really got a lot of unique perspectives. There's a lot of premium options. There's, you know, the food has been elevated with the Rad Dads and Carlisle's, and then Carlisle's actually is doing our concessions as well.
Okay.
So they have done a really, really great job of bringing that to the next level.
Exactly. And, you know, and you know this more than anybody is the community buy-in has to be there. I mean, and for the Lumberjacks and for the Risers, it seems to be. I mean, I know the Risers, and I'm sure the Jacks do. Well, the Risers, it's a little bit more fan-friendly in that you don't have to have the plexiglass up all the way around, so the players can actually get to shake hands with the fans, and so you see that happening. But I know Muskegon is always, the Lumberjacks have always made it a point to have the kids that are hockey players, you know, spend some time at schools, get to know the kids, maybe do reading programs and different stuff. So being a part of the community is very important. It
is, and we're you know, we're taking that look and feel that we've got for the Lumberjacks and trying to make that kind of spill that over into the Risers. We'd really love to see the same thing out of these guys. You know, they're working in the community. Some of them are, you know, coming from other areas. We'd really love to show them why Muskegon is so special and why we think that Muskegon Risers are a blue chip franchise as well.
So you're a soccer mom?
Yes.
And a hockey mom?
I am.
Tell us about your kids.
I have 4. So my oldest is Preston. He's 16. He plays Mona Shores.
Okay.
And that's my stepson, and I have a 15-year-old stepson as well, who is a goalkeeper at Mona Shores as well.
Okay.
He actually got pulled up to varsity this year for their run, so that was really fun. Something I wasn't quite ready to experience, but got to and was excited.
Okay.
I have Cohen, who is 11 years old, and he's my hockey player, and he's a goalie, so he's got a screw loose, is what we like to say. And then my daughter is Monroe, and she's 9, and She does play soccer, but she does also play hockey, and she cheerleads, and she plays basketball right now too. So
Awesome.
we're still trying to get our feel for what she wants to do. She's just in everything she can.
So you're running nonstop.
Yeah, and then in addition, I coach soccer, and my husband coaches soccer too. So I think we just don't like downtime is maybe what it is. So
what level soccer are you coaching?
I'm coaching U14. Well, we're going into the spring, so it goes up an age group. U15 girls premier at West Michigan Storm.
Okay, gotcha. Because my stepdaughter or my granddaughter plays for the Breakers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I think she's U16.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, great program. And again, I mean, that's part of what we want here. Like you see there are tons of jerseys that are in this arena right now. Like you can, I think every club is represented.
Okay.
Storm's my favorite because it's the bright orange and it's just like everywhere. You can see where they all are.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a fun game.
Did you go to college?
I did. I'm a Grand Valley State University Laker.
Are you really?
Yes.
What's your degree?
It's sport management.
Okay.
It's been a while, so I'd have to. It's funny. I was just on the phone with my old advisor who asked me to be part of a sport advisory council.
Yeah.
He's out in Carthage, but I said, Jim, I have a degree that's a Bachelor of Science in Physical Education with a concentration in sport leadership and an emphasis in sport management. That's how new that degree was at Grand Valley when I graduated. I think I was in the second semester of graduating kids out of that program. So, but sport management, yeah.
Well, John and I will tell you that we have multiple friends who coach football at Ferris State, but
Yes.
we won't. Yeah.
No, that's okay. I'm a Michigan fan through and through. It's strange because you're supposed to root for the guys where you went, but I just got my education there. I didn't need to be involved in anything else. So.
Got your final question
Yeah.
for me. What's your dream job?
I'm here. This is it.
Okay.
I love this community. I love this team. I love what I'm doing. I'm here. I made it.
And you're doing a fantastic job. Before we let you go, we only got a few seconds left.
Yep.
If there's somebody out there, you said there's still some corporate sponsorships availabilities for both the Lumberjacks and the Risers.
Yeah.
What does somebody have to do if they want to be involved and hitch their wagon to you guys?
Best place to go is going to be our websites, MuskegonLumberjacks.com and MuskegonRisers.com. We can get you taken care of regardless.
Fantastic. We're doing a great job here, Andy. Nice seeing you again.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was really nice to see both of you.
You too. Take care.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks, Andrew. Let Andrea get back to work. We appreciate her for sure. She's a nice I was going to say kid, but everybody's younger than I am, so everybody's a kid except for Cal, who is a year older than me. So there you go. So you're not a kid.